U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They go play action here on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Off play action. McCarthy. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
On third down, McCarthy. And he is caught, finding room at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and a couple. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts set to take over here offensively. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Taylor on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. And touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the bootleg, McCarthy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and short. Off the play fake, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They
tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 5 yards on the run there, still left staring at a third and about 14.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Jefferson, 2 yards on the pickup. In second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Off play action. McCarthy. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off the bootleg. McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Able to slither by. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Jones. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. Shoves him away. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and win. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. Pass incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. McCarthy, throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. McCarthy. His pass caught with the 4. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Richardson off the play fake. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Again, it'll be Taylor. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guy.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts get a bit closer. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. McCarthy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where the...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he will have the Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. In motion right is Addison. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
We got the defense ready.
To throw on 3rd down, McCarthy. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Richardson. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the air with Richardson. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Yeah, Richardson yet again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This now a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Powell from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Pay attention, pay attention. Get some love. Come on, let's rock and roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, go right now. Oh, what's the deal, y'all, baby? And I've seen that play a couple of times on now. Y'all got time, let's go. Come on, let's go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Pittman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Richardson. That complete to Downs. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Show him what you got. Make a play. Yeah, go right now. Let's go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Colts.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Richardson.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Michael Pittman. 31 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Quickly to Addison here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?